Hello dear students, welcome to our online English school. Today we will talk about a balanced diet. In your opinion, how important is it to keep a balanced diet? What kind of food should be in a balanced diet? Are you ready? Let's start. So what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet means eating foods from the 7 food groups. In your opinion, what are these 7 food groups? These must be eaten in the right amounts. A balanced diet is essential to keep a person healthy. Now I will present to you the 7 food groups. They are carbohydrates. Listen please.
Carbohydrates provide energy. They're found in food such as bread and potatoes.
Repeat after me please. Carbohydrates. Next group is proteins. Listen please.
Proteins are needed for growth and repair of the body. They're found in food such as meat and milk.
Repeat after me please. Proteins. Very good. Next group is fats. Listen please.
Fats store energy for the body. They're found in foods such as butter and oil.
Repeat after me please. Fats. Okay, next go to next group, which is vitamins. Listen please.
Vitamins are needed in small amounts for many of the body's important processes. They're found in foods such as fruit and vegetables.
Repeat after me please. Vitamins. Next food groups are minerals and fiber. Minerals. Listen please.
Minerals keep the body's cells healthy. They're found in foods such as salt and spinach.
Repeat after me please. Minerals. Fiber. Listen please.
Fiber is also called roughage. It helps the digestive system to work well and is found in foods such as cereals and vegetables.
Fiber. Repeat please. Fiber. Roughage. Very good. Last but not least food group is water. Listen please.
Water is vital for the body's fluids. Water is found in drinks and foods such as fruit.
Okay, repeat please. Water. Very good. Now, let's pronounce these words again. A balanced diet. A balanced diet. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Proteins. Proteins. Fats. Fats. Vitamins. Vitamins. Minerals. Minerals. Fiber. Fiber. Roughage. Roughage. Water. Water. Very good. Now, let's look closer at the description of these food groups. First group is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide energy. They are found in foods such as bread and potatoes. Please pay attention to the phrase provide energy. To provide means to supply with or to give something to somebody. Carbohydrates provide energy. This means that carbohydrates they provide or give energy to our body. Next food group is proteins. Proteins are needed for growth and repair of the body. They are found in foods such as meat and milk. Please pay attention to the phrase growth and repair of the body. Repair means when our body becomes better again. Proteins are needed for sportsmen after they work out in the gym. Next food group is fats. Fats store energy for the body. They are found in foods such as butter and oil. Please pay attention to the phrase to store energy. Store means to keep inside. Fats store energy for the body. Fats keep energy in our body. Next food group is water. Water is vital for the body's fluids. Water is found in drinks and foods such as fruits. Please pay attention to words vital and fluids. Vital means very important, and fluids is a substance that flows and is not solid. Very good. Next food group is vitamins. Vitamins are needed in small amounts for many of the body's important processes. They are found in foods such as fruits and vegetables. Please pay attention to the phrase body's important processes. Processes are series of changes that take place in our body. Next food group is minerals. Minerals keep the body's cells healthy. They are found in foods such as salt and spinach. From your biology course, you should know that cells are the smallest basic unit of a plant or animal. And last food group is fiber, which is also called roughage. It helps the digestive system to work well and is found in foods such as cereals and vegetables. Digestive system is the organs in our body involved with the digestion of food, and digestion itself means the ability of the body to change food chemically so that it can be used. So today you learned 7 food groups. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, fiber, and water. Very good. Now let's look at food that we eat for a balanced diet. Look at this picture, please. Oranges are high in vitamins and fiber. Some fish contain a lot of fat or oils, but it is known as a high protein food. Carrots are high in fiber and vitamins. Rice is high in carbohydrates, although it does contain some fiber too. Cheese is high in fat and protein. Let's check what we have learned today. Do you know which food groups these foods represent? For each question, choose the appropriate foods. Are you ready? Let's start. First question. Which of these foods is high in carbohydrates? The answers are rice, fish, or cheese. How do you think? Next question. Which of these foods is high in fats? Oranges, rice, carrots and oranges, or cheese and fish? How do you think? Which of these foods is high in fats? Okay, cheese and fish. Next question. Which of these foods are high in proteins? Oranges and rice, carrots and oranges, or cheese and fish? Okay, cheese and fish are high in proteins. And last question. Which of these foods are high in fiber? Oranges and rice, carrots, oranges and rice, cheese, fish and carrots. Okay, let's see the answers. Very good. So rice is high in carbohydrates, cheese and fish are high in fats, cheese and fish are high in proteins too, and carrots, oranges and rice are high in fiber. Very good. Let's do more exercises to check what you have learned today. You see the pictures of foods. For each of these foods, tick whether it is high or low in carbohydrates. Let's start. Bread. Is bread high or low in carbohydrates? Yes, it is high in carbohydrates. What about eggs? Are they low or high in carbohydrates? Eggs are low in carbohydrates. Yogurt. Yogurt is low in carbohydrates too. Whereas rice is high in carbohydrates. Look at these pictures, please. You see chicken, cereals, potato, and pasta. Is chicken low or high in carbohydrates? Chicken is low in carbohydrates. What about cereals, potatoes, and pasta? Cereals, potato, and pasta are high in carbohydrates. Let's check. Very good. I will explain to you modal verbs should and ought to. We use modal verbs should and ought to give an opinion or an advice. We also use should and ought to persuade someone or to tell someone to do something. We use this rule, should and add verb, ought to and add verb. Please pay attention that we need to use the verb in an infinitive form. For example, you should eat vitamins and minerals to keep your body healthy. Please pay attention to modal verb, should eat. Next example. You ought to keep a balanced diet. Ought to keep. Let's look at negative sentence. You should not eat too much fast food. Or, you shouldn't eat too much fast food. You should eat foods high in carbohydrates and fats. Please pay attention how to make a negative sentence with should. We use should, add not, and add verb. Should not eat, or shouldn't eat. Very good. Now let's do some grammar exercises to practice modal verbs for advice and opinion, should and ought to. First, listen to the instructions, please.
Choose the correct option.
There are 5 sentences, and for each sentence you should choose the correct option. Let's start. The first sentence. Go and look into the oven. The meat should to, ought, should have, be ready. As you remember the rule, we use should and add verb. That is why the answers should to and ought are wrong, because we can't use to with should, and we should use ought with preposition to. It means that answer should is the correct answer here. Go and look into the oven. The meat should be ready. Let's listen and check.
Go and look into the oven. The meat should be ready.
Very good. Next sentence. Where have you been? You ought, have, had, to be, to have come back at midnight. Here you see modal verb ought. To use it, we should use modal verb ought, to, and then verb. It means that answers have and had are wrong. Let's look at these 2 answers, to be and to have. You ought to be come back at midnight, and you ought to have come back at midnight. To be come back at midnight is wrong, so we choose to have. Where have you been? You ought to have come back at midnight. Let's listen and check.
Where have you been? You ought to have come back at midnight.
Very good. Next sentence. Oh, I don't think you should used, be used, use, or have used red paint. The wall will look awful. As you remember from the rule, we use modal verb should and add infinitive form of the verb. It means that the answers used, be used, and have used are wrong, and we will choose this option. Oh, I don't think you should use red paint. The wall will look awful. Let's listen and check.
Oh, I don't think you should use red paint. The wall will look awful.
Very good. Next sentence. Why don't we ask your dad to come with us? He should refuse. He shouldn't refuse. He ought not refuse. He doesn't ought to refuse. As you remember, when we make negative sentence, we use should, add negative adverb not, and add verb. This means that this answer, doesn't should refuse, is wrong. What about this answer, ought not refuse? This answer is also wrong because there is no preposition to. And doesn't ought to refuse is also a wrong answer, so we choose this answer. Why don't you ask our dad to come with us? He shouldn't refuse. Let's listen and check.
Why don't we ask your dad to come with us? He shouldn't refuse.
Today you learned 7 food groups of a balanced diet, and you also learned modal verbs should and ought to give an advice or an opinion. At home, please give advice to your family members on a balanced diet. The lesson is over. See you next time. Goodbye.